Today, different transformations on the list we will see. At the same time, how to create a function also we will see. After that, we can use these created functions within our transformations. Def is the keyword to create your functions. Def function name. This is what the format. It's expecting some arguments. Keep the arguments in open brackets. So whenever you said like this, you are going to give some substatements, right? What is our basic Python rule number 2? Any line expecting substatements that has to end with colon. You have to say like this. Okay? And keep your code. If you are expecting some value to be written, return and give the value. This is what basic format. Basic structure of a function definition. Okay? Write this point first. Transformation of list. We did one thing. If you pass a name like first character into upper, remaining into lower. So in order to get that every time, if you make one function development is one time, but you can call it many number of times. So basically with functions, you have two advantages. So Python has a lot of predefined functions. Suppose some functionality not available, you can develop it. That is what custom function. Second one, reusability. Develop the function only one time. Next onwards, whenever you want it, you can call it into your application. Understand? Suppose I am making one function, f upper. I'm passing some string. That is argument. Suppose you have typed a name like this one. Before that name, some empty spaces are there. Before that name, empty spaces are there. After that name, again spaces are there. If I say s of 0, if you pick the first character is a blank space, is a white space. What is the uppercase of white space? Same thing. Understand the points? So your functionality is not expected. Even though you have typed some spaces, the spaces have to be removed. That's why strip. Understand the point, sir? The strip will cut off left side, right side, both white spaces, including invisible characters like \n, \t, such kind of characters also. This is what your initial string. First statement. Now I am taking first character. The first character fc equal to s of 0. Converting that into uppercase, just upper off. Remaining characters I want rc. S of 1 colon. I am not giving any end index. Till last it will take. Dot lower. And I am going to concatenate. Let's say new string s equals to fc plus rc. I am rewriting into that s only. Finally, I am returning return yes. Just check this execution. Later we use into our transformation. Where is this? Oh, it's not started Python. 1 minute, so. Just function is defined. Now next step, we need to call that function. F upper of. I'm passing some value. Some mixed cases I have typed. What is expected? First character into uppercase, remaining all the things into lowercase. Done or not? Okay. Let's use this function into transformation. Suppose your list is like this. Some spaces. Like this. Yesterday I have seen two ways of transformation technique. One is by iterating the for loop, second one Python exclusive style. Directly the second way I'm going to apply. Let's say new name equals to. What is the style? Left side expression, right side for loop. The for loop here for v in name. You have 4 names, loop will be running for 4 times. At each iteration value is taken into v, the v is written to expression place. Here instead of giving all these things, here in the expression part, you are allowed to give only single expression. But you cannot keep multiple statements. That's why in that place, I'm calling this function. My expression is here, f upper of v. Each value is taken into v, the v is written into expression place, expression will be executed, that will be appended to empty list. Understand the point? Now check your latest values. Print new name. Just run and test it. Completed or not? Okay. Madam Satyasadhana, any question, ask me. Pardon? Which one? What you are asking? This one you are asking? Here new name is a variable. Understand? Whenever you are giving variable, don't give any quotes. If I give quotes, what will happen? It will be printed at NEWNIME, new name only. Okay. Any question, please ask me only, sir. Why? Because you are asking your next guy. Unfortunately, next guy has misunderstood the topic. What will happen then? A wrong is injected into your brain. Already your brain volume is 10 ml, 10 mg. That will become 2 mg. So unnecessary confusions will be added. Any question, please feel free to ask me. Okay. Note it down, sir. This example. One minute here. Sujit Das has a question. Let me read it. Sir, how do we know the loop or any statement ends? We are not using any braces to start or end. Sujit Das, our initial sessions you did not attend. We have 4 coding rules for that. What is the rule number 1, sir? Every line has to be started in intent number 1. That means column position number 1. If your second rule is what? Second rule is what? Second rule is what? If a line is expecting substatement, that has to ends with colon. Third rule is what? Substatement should be in a forwarded position to your parent line. If there are multiple statements, all substatements should be same column position. Okay. So what are the program, right? You have to follow these four rules for Python. Okay. Sujit Das, clear about this? Completed? One more simple transformation we will see. I am maintaining list of all of your salaries, sir. 10,000, 20, 50, 80, 1 lakh, 25. Still more I want. 65. 38. Okay. Less than 30 values, 30 to 50 values, and 50 to 70 values, 70 above. Okay. I know. One more 70 above I will take. Let's say these are the values. List of salaries. I want to transform each salary into salary grade, sir. The task is like this. The condition greater than or equal to 70. Then I want grade A. Greater than or equals to 50 and less than 70. I want it as B. 30 and less than 50. That is C. Less than 30 everything. D. If you have only two options, sir, you can apply normal if condition. More than two options, sir, go for nested if condition. If within that if, that's it. So here, how to create a function already know. Within that function, how to play with nested ifs also you will know. Later we use that into transformation technique. I'm writing a function now. Def grade. Only salaries list you are going to pass. That means here the argument is, okay, let's keep it as single value, single salary. I'm passing a single salary. If I pass 75,000, it has to return A. If I pass 12,000, it has to return D, like that. So here the condition I'm giving. Let's say G for grade, default value something I'm fixing as D. Among four options, one value I'm making as default. Now, target the grade A, sir. What is the condition for that? If S greater than or equals to 70, then grade value A. Else, and then immediately if. Whenever else and if combination appears, elif in Python. Okay, if condition false, you are going to check one more condition. Elif, shortcut. Elif, S greater than or equals to 50. No need to check less than 70. Already first condition false means what? Definitely value is less than 70, right? No need to check it. If it is true, grade equals to B. Still else, again if S greater than or equals to 30, the grade value C. Still false. Already I have a default value D. Understand the points? Finally, I am return G, grade value. But I am going to call this function in this transformation. So for each salary, each and every salary I want to transform into their grade values. Now observe here, grade equals to tell me, you know the Python exclusive style expression. Once again, I am repeating that expression for loop. What is our for loop? For s in sal. What should be your expression? Grade of that, yes. Understand the point? Now check it. Print only salaries. Print only grades. Already grade function is there. Let's say grades. Let's say grades. Understand? So here I am keeping something into triple quotes. If I give hash symbol, that is single line comments. If I keep like this, that is a multi-line comment. Understand? I'm going to execute this one. Check the things now. Look at first salary here. How much? That's why D grade. Look at last salary. 90. What is the grade then? Understand the points? Okay. Come on, take this. Wait a minute. Here Wazim Raja has a question. S is equal to S dot strip. Strip for what purpose? Okay. All of you observe this one, sir, about this question. I'm saying that a string is equal to hello str dot strip. Check it now. What happened? Left side, right side spaces cut off or not? Not only white spaces, including invisible characters like backslash and backslash t, such kind of things. Okay. Simply it removes left side, right side spaces. Just like in other SQLs or other programming languages, you have trim, ltrim, rtrim functions. Similarly here, strip. Okay. Yeah. Note down this task. So here, simply observe this task. In this way, how many values are there, it doesn't matter for you. Because you have written one for loop here. For loop left side expression. So our task is this one. 11 to marketing, 12 HR, 13 finance. Remaining anything is other. 4 options. That's why more than 2 options means come to nested ifs. Okay. The technique is like this. First, initially fix some default value. Remaining values handle with conditions. What exactly you are expecting? Finally, that has to be written. Once written executed, the remaining part of the function will not be executed, sir. Even though after return you have written some statements, those will not be executed. Understand the point? Take this code. Now one special task for you. Tax, sir. Already I have given some 9 salaries. 10% tax I want to apply. V into 0.1. Okay. That is expression for V in sal. Tax ready or not with 10%? Suppose 20% HRA I want to apply. Tell me. V into 0.2 for V in sal. Now in your hand, how many lists are here? Salaries, their department numbers and department names. Okay. And also their taxes, their HRA, all these things. Just observe this one. I'm keeping some names also. First person is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Total how many? 8. I think that 8 names are here. Just for testing, print name, their salaries, department numbers, their department names, their grades even, and his tax also, HRA also. You have totally 7 lists in your hand now. Running this. Tell me about first person. First person name is A. 10,000 salary, 1,000 tax, 2,000 HRA. This is his grade, department number, and department name marketing. It should be as a tuple. Is a mixed attributes, right? I want to form each person attributes as one tuple. All these tuples should be part of your list. List and tuple combination. Understand the point, sir? List and a tuple combination. Very simple, just observe. For, okay, name, salary, tax, HRA, grade, department number, department name. In a zip off. And what zip function will do is element to element mapping it will do. A zip off, name comma, salary comma, tax, HRA, grades, department number, D names. Totally 7 lists. First element to first element. All first elements will be mapped. All second elements will be mapped. 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Understand? But zip is not iterable. That's why converting into list. Converting that into list. Right? It returns a tuple. The tuple name V. Within this, each element is a list. In fact, if you want to print it for loop, otherwise directly you can say
You just observe up to now. Only these two lines output you just observe. Right? What is each person details? His name, A, 10,000 salary, 1,000 tax. Previously, what are the things vertically you have seen? Now that is into horizontal mode, right? All attributes of a one person formed as one tuple. The tuple is one of the element in list object. This is the technique how to iterate your for loop with multiple lists. Understand? At a time, your for loop has to iterate it with multiple collections. At the time you have to. So simply, what is the function we applied here? Just a list of. Observe only the function. List of zip of you applied. What zip is doing? Element to element mapping, but it's not iterable. That's why I converted into list object. Now check it now. What is the type? By seeing that shape, tell me, sir, what is the type? List. Each element is what? Tuple. Understanding? Write down this. Let's say info equals to take these things. All of you completed. One more last technique, sir. Now in your hand, you have list of salaries and their taxes and their HRA. I want net salary. Observe this technique. Net equals to. What is our style? Transformation. Expression. For loop. What is for loop? For V in list of zip of salary, tax, HRA. Now it forms a list. This function forms a list. Each element is a tuple. Each tuple is coming into V. Instead of saying that V, within the tuple, again there are three elements, right? Within that tuple, there are three elements, right? What are those? Salary, tax, HRA. Let's say salary, tax, HRA. Automatically from that tuple, first one goes to yes, second one goes to T, third one goes to H. In my expression place, I am giving salary plus HRA minus tax. Simple expression. In general, other languages, if you have multiple lists, in order to perform such kind of operation, a biggest code you need to write it. Here, just one single line. Now check your net value. Print net. Okay. And also test with this. Just one underline I am printing here. Print list of zip of salary, tax, HRA, and net also I am including into this one. Test it now. Correct. Observe this one, sir. Understood or not this technique? Note it down.